So Margaret, I have your permission to record this. Great. And I'm going to be sharing screen now for our topic, procrastination and their coping skills.
Okay.
What has happened? Can you see, Margaret?
It's coming through. It's just sort of whirling around at the moment.
Okay, let me do it once more. Why is it like that? Just give me a second. No, it's not coming. Why? Hold on. I don't know why it's not coming. Please, that's technology for us.
Always, yeah.
Okay, here it is. Now we should be fine. There we go. Sorry for the little hitch.
Okay, that's through, yeah.
Okay, so today's topic, procrastination, from procrastination to acceleration. And why do I say that? Because procrastination is nothing but the habit of delaying, postponing, shelving, I'll do it tomorrow, transferring, passing on the buck. It's not being able to do what you need to do today and pushing it into the future with no deadline when you're ever going to do it. It is like, I look at it, it's like a spider's web. You're stuck inside a spider's web. You know you need to get out. You know you need to break through, but you're still struggling to get out. You don't know how to do it. And that's exactly what procrastination is all about. You'll have a to-do list, a priority list. You know you need to do all of it. But at times, even knowing, being aware and looking at it every day in front of you, you still cannot get up and do it. So I just want to ask you a question, Margaret. Have you ever felt like this?
Oh, yes, yeah. Too many times to count.
And often I feel procrastination is one of the biggest hurdles, one of the biggest cracks which prevent us to leaping to our success, our dreams, achieving what we want for ourselves, making our visions come true. And from my own personal experience, what I noticed is when you procrastinate, when you delay, when you cannot do what you really want to do, it's basically stuck in your head, it's not coming out and is not really turning into reality. I personally felt frustrated, angry with myself. It's a sense of guilt and regret. Is this something do you feel when you procrastinate, Margaret?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're frustrated that you can't see how to break out, and you're beating yourself up because you know you should be able to. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the end, what happens when we are continuously, oh my God, I am so sorry. What is happening today? I have no idea what's happening with technology.
Back.
Sorry about it. When we're continuously delaying everything in our life, delaying things in our personal life, delaying things in our professional life, the constant delay, what starts happening in the end? We start diverting our attention into all our weaknesses, in our shortcomings. We start focusing on where we failed, what we've not achieved. In simple, I'm no good. Rather than actually looking at our strengths, our resilience, on what we've already achieved, how far in life we've come. We don't look at the positives. We just turn into ourselves into a ball of negativity that I am no good. If I've not done it till now, I'll never be able to do anything in my life. This is what happens to us. And often the question that arises or pops in our mind is, when you're just thinking, having a cup of tea, going on a walk, or just one of those days when you've been saying you want to do something and you're still delaying it, is, will I ever reach my vision? I wish I can concentrate so I can use my energy, my time and energy to create something meaningful to me. I wish I stop postponing so I can optimize my time for leading a life that I really want, than just settling for stagnating or just living for the sake of living. And it often, for me, it used to make me ask, why am I delaying so much? Will I ever be able to give 100% to any of my projects? So all these questions always came up in my personal mind when I procrastinated. And I did a survey among all my clients and a group of 50 people on LinkedIn. And the answers were quite similar. They felt frustrated, angry with themselves, no good, lot of guilt and regret. And the questions which always popped up was, will I be able to? Can I? Will I? Can I? Will I? And this is what happens when you procrastinate. You start doubting yourself. Rather than I can, I will, I have, I've achieved it, we go on to the word will and if. And there are many, many reasons, I can say we procrastinate. People procrastinate for very different reasons. Some will do it because it's simple. They're fearful of failure. They're fear of the unknown. They fear of the outcome. The inner critic is loud. A lot of them procrastinate, especially if they are starting a new project, which is going to be kind of a bit pushing them out of the comfort zone, a bit challenging. They start delaying things. They find ways to delay things so they don't have to face the fear and the challenges. A lot of time people just feel exhausted. They're exhausted. They're burnt out. They don't have a mindset where they want to actually sit and finish doing things. So they lean into procrastination. Then there's another hand, a group of people where everything is super important. Their to-do list daily is 20 things. And everything on their list is important. Everything is top priority. And it's constantly doing. At the end of it, they're overwhelmed. When they're overwhelmed, they again can't go further. And when they can't go further, they say, oh, maybe tomorrow I'm too tired. Maybe I feel very anxious today. I'll do it a week later. So that's another reason why people procrastinate. Also, being a control freak. And this is what I can clearly relate to because I used to be totally my way or the highway. And being my way or the highway really didn't help to a great extent because if things didn't go as per plan, I would shelf that plan. Or I would say, I will revisit it later. Until today, the later has never come in my life. When I look back into my previous life, Margaret, and maybe you will agree to this or maybe not, I look back, I don't have regrets, but I feel, gosh, I wish I would have just given it a go rather than shelving it because I didn't do it perfectly the first time. Have you ever felt any of it?
Yep, I can relate to quite a lot of that.
And another thing, perfectionism. Everything has to be just perfect. A proper square, a proper rectangle, a perfect round, everything perfect, which is great. But I always tell people, perfectionism is a myth. It's an illusion. There's nothing like 100% being perfect. And you can still chase it, that's fine. All you'll do is delay reaching your dreams and your vision. So this is one of the reasons too, perfectionism. Another one is that you do not value your time or energy. So you spend so much of your time and energy doing things which really don't matter, are not that important, that when it actually comes to doing things that are super important to you in your life, what do? Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I've had a long day. My brains are not working. You shelf it. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And that tomorrow never comes in most of our lives. So what I realize when people are doing this for whatever reason, and it doesn't matter the reason, the level of procrastination, the intensity, the size, personally to me, nothing matters. What matters is we are procrastinating. You are procrastinating. You are delaying. You are postponing your own life to lead it the way you want to lead it. And then I said, what's the opposite of procrastination? Acceleration. That's what I want my life to be. Bars of colorful rainbow. It may have a dips, but it's still going upward and upward and upward, exactly like this little chart. So then I told myself, if I want to accelerate in life, jump the hurdles, fall down, wipe my knees, again start moving forward, how can I move from procrastinating to acceleration? How can I do that? And it was very simple. Breaking patterns, emotional, behavioral, and mental patterns. and habits that pull me back in life simply by breaking them. If I break the pattern of my inner critic, my fear taking over my life, then what will I do? I will start moving forward. I will not delay or shelve things. If I break my habit of being a perfectionist or 24/7, the need to control, walk away a bit from that, I will stop procrastinating. I will actually sit down and start doing rather than just dreaming. So I, through my own experience, found a few ways to cope with procrastination. Firstly, don't have many things on your to-do list or your priority list. It should be only 3 things. 3 things a week. That's it. Because everything in life cannot be important or a priority. Your to-do list or your priority list should have only 3 things a week, which are so important that you have to do it. Ideally, I tell people, especially my clients, one of the priorities should be towards yourself, your own personal well-being. One towards your family life, or both, the second and the third one, both towards your business, your career. But one of it has to be towards your well-being, which is very important. We get so caught up in life, we forget about us till we fall flat on our face. Secondly, you have a vision, you have a target, you have a goal. Break it into small, manageable steps, small baby targets, where every time you complete one, you feel good about yourself. It's encouraging. It increases your resilience. And what it does, it gives you the power and the force to persevere. So small, manageable steps. Another one, even if things don't go as per your ways, don't give up. Don't shelve things. Don't procrastinate and say, oh, I tried once, now I failed. I'll try after 6 months. Give it a go. In simple words, don't value yourself with your outcomes. Your worth is not your outcomes. Your worth is based on your values. And your outcome is what will happen through your efforts. And at times, it will not be as per plan. It may not be a smooth sail. But stop procrastinating. Get out there and just do it. It's better to do and learn where you can improve rather than not do anything. Next, get some fresh air, exercise, a bit of meditation techniques, a bit of journaling, yoga, a bit of holistic outlook, cut down on your caffeine, have a good sleep routine, a sleep pattern. In case you have a sleep problem, there's something in yoga called Yoga Nidra. Listen to it, follow it. Listen to some lovely guided meditations which are out there, guided sleep meditations, free on YouTube. You can download apps like Calm and everything. It's all in it. So have a good sleep pattern. Detox or cut down from screen time. I know we all have to work and the entire world operates through your mobile or through some gadget. But after a certain time in the evening, call it a day. And if your work is in the evening, you have night shifts, then in the morning when you come home, give yourself a break from gadgets. Because sometimes you can really be victims. So rather than actually focusing energy and time on something that matters, we just land up doing frivolous stuff. And slow down, breathe. Very important. Just step back and breathe. And lastly, not the least, there's nothing like right or wrong. It's only a learning. So whatever the outcome comes, just do it. It's a learning of how to improve yourselves. So personally, stop procrastinating. That's the only way we'll grow. You will grow and reach your vision and your goals. And I often say, if this is what you can understand, if this is what you want, I love the saying by James A. Don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Because if you enjoy it today, you can do it again tomorrow. So take enjoyment in what you do. Don't take fear in what you do. Take enjoyment. Take simplicity. Take lightness, take fun and humor in what you do, no matter how difficult and important your task is. It's okay. Add some fun element. Just do your best, because if you do today your best, even if you don't like a few things, you can improve on it tomorrow. But if you don't do it, then how are you ever going to improve? And if you don't improve, how are you going to move forward and take that quantum leap to your success? So this is a very simple, presentation, Margaret, on procrastination. And just wanted, to know if you have any questions, you like to share something.
Probably no questions as such, but yeah, the sort of observation that, yep, if I think about it, I either know most of this or I'm aware of it, but it's the case of actually taking action on it and putting these things into practice. So, the sort of steps to combat procrastination are all things that I suspect most of us have been told many times, but it's a case of focusing your mind and developing those new habits and actually, doing it, as you said.
Yeah, that's what, because very often we all are aware of this. We all know what we are doing. None of us are blind towards it, but we may talk like, I need to do this. I need to change my ways. I need to change my habits, my patterns. I need to bring in a new routine, which is better. But how often do we actually do it?
Precisely, yeah.
And then, of course, the famous thing, what I've noticed, is a blame game. People who tend to procrastinate quite often say, because my kids were sick, because my husband wanted this, my boss did that, or something happened. It's always a reason with no base. But in our mind, it makes us feel better that though we are running away from something for a completely different reason, we'll mask it by saying, it's our kids, it's our family, it's our job, something. So we don't feel guilty of acknowledging and facing the true reason.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this with so many people, Margaret. It's shocking. Not just my clients, just people you may meet randomly at a party.
Mm-hmm.
I have a dream and I just say, oh my God, procrastination. And I've actually told somebody at a cocktail party, stop procrastinating. No, you don't understand. I got 3 kids. And I said, how old are they? Oh, they're finishing uni. I said, then they're not kids, they're adults. They're not even living at home. They've flown the nest centuries ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then just chatting over a drink at a cocktail party, I didn't know her. She just said, I'm just scared because if I don't do well, my husband's going to judge me. It's the fear of being judged. So I said, but how are you judging yourself? And she's saying, I feel horrible because this has always been my dream for years. When my kids go to uni, I'm going to do this for myself.
Yeah.
I can see a huge smile, Margaret, or something I feel you're relating to. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is, a lot of this has been going through my mind in relation to decisions to start my business, and then the approaches I need to take. So I can relate to most of it.
Okay, so Margaret, since you told me this, I'm going to throw you a bit of a challenge today. Okay, and it's going to be, what's the first thing you can do towards your business? What's the first thing? What the first step you can take towards that?
In terms of procrastination, I know one of the main things I tend to put off is actually sitting down and reflecting on the learning that I've gained during a session or a day. And I write the notes down, but I don't review them often enough, and I know I'm missing a trick. And the excuse I tell myself is always, I'm too busy, I'll get to that, but not today.
Okay, so Margaret, I will get to it, not today, maybe tomorrow or day after. But what's stopping you from getting? That's my question. What's stopping you?
Not sure specifically, other than all the usual excuses. And I know for me, what I need to change is to start and build that habit. So just get it into my daily routine, set aside some time and think, right, I'll use this to review what I covered yesterday. And I think that developing that one single habit, I think, could make a serious change.
But again, Margaret, I'll come back to the same question. Why is this such a habit of making excuses and postponing? There's be a reason why you habitually are doing the same thing again and again.
I think largely that life, and particularly work as the day job, had been too busy, and other things got prioritized that weren't about me or to my benefit. It was about, getting things done for the job. And I'm thinking, okay, if I could prioritize the things that were needed for the job, then I now need to switch that to be a benefit to me and start prioritizing the things that are for my benefit and not my boss's benefit.
Great. That's amazing to hear that. So what's the first thing you're going to do since you're prioritizing yourself and your dream? What's the first step?
Block out some time in my diary.
And when you're going to do that?
After lunch.
Okay, no excuse. After this, we finish in literally 3 minutes. You go.
Yep.
First, before you have lunch, put down in your diary.
Yep.
The first step. Then go and have lunch.
Yeah.
Don't do it the other way around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, starve yourself a bit more, because and after lunch, oh, I got to do this and I got to do this.
Yep, you're right.
Do it now. Minute we finish, sit down. Since it's all fresh, the energy is fresh in you now. You know what you want to do. You've had that little shift in energy. Write down what's the first step you're going to do towards it. But again, Margaret, don't put 10 steps, just put one. What you're going to do, the first step, when you're going to do it, deadline. So the first step, when you're going to start doing it, the deadline to finish it, and what support do you need? Just do that. As simple as easy.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Great. Next Lunch and Learn, if you come a bit early, I'm going to ask you about it. What's happened?
Yep, absolutely fine.
Pop in 5 minutes early. Yeah.
Yep.
And next week, I'll let you in for the topic. What's the topic next week? I did do it. I'm going to tell you. Yes, I think it's all about overcoming fear. It's on those lines. I will put it out. I'll put the little feeler out, the post out, but I think it's on lines of dealing with fear. So if you have any topic, Margaret, which you feel that could benefit you as well as everybody who will come on this, throw me some names, just WhatsApp me some topic names. It'll be great.
Yep. Okay.
All my details are here. So my number is here. Just email me and just WhatsApp me.
Yeah.
Like maybe these topics you've noticed, and let's see what we can do with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a great weekend. Yeah.
Yep.
Bye. See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.